expert. Now, you might think, well, I want my own, or you would want your own, one for each side, as opposed to how this works. Well, here's why.
That neutrality saves money, saves emotional angst, because the financial neutral is the one who collects all the paperwork, helps people get through all the forms that the state of California requires, and saves a lot of time and money because it's one person. It's not two lawyers exchanging information and checking things out.
And while many aspects of this collaborative divorce process are unique and different, some of the human dynamics, as you might expect, with individuals going through the divorce, their concerns and what comes up that can cause the process to be delayed, to be difficult, are indeed the same.
Is it a matter of, as with other types of divorce, the length of time that it takes to work through the process is largely dependent upon how much stuff there is to divvy up?
Oh, you're so right. It isn't, well, in a way, you'd think that. It's not so much the divvying up of stuff, it's how you feel about the divvying up of stuff. It's the emotion. It's rare that the time or the cost of a divorce will be simply because of the complexity of the, let's just say, their finances. It's more that they're going to argue in two areas, really. They're going to differ and disagree, sometimes vehemently, over the children, time with the children, how they should parent, etc. Or they may disagree on, ongoing support. Those are the two, I'd say, most problematic ones, because most states, like California, as a default at least, you sort of go 50-50, as you know. And so most people understand that coming in. They may disagree to some degree on who gets grandma's plate, but that's really not where I've seen lots of conflict. It's when there's been a stay-at-home mom who maybe left a career, and she wants to stay home with the kids. They're already reeling from a divorce. She isn't quite ready to go out in the workplace. It's been a while since she worked. She's going to have to come up to speed. And, the dad may say, well, you've got a perfectly good degree and you could go back if you wanted to. And I don't feel like I should pay for this ongoing lifestyle. And those are the kind of sticky issues that I think you need a team for, because you can get really creative when you have those kinds of issues.
And next week we'll focus a bit more on the children that are in a part of this process, the children of divorce, in a couple of different ways. But in addition to this neutral financial aspect, Nancy Ross talked more about getting creative with this process and what that meant.
Perhaps we might have a career coach come in and talk to the mom and sort of explore with her, having her get interested or reduce her anxieties about what she's going to do. Might have the child specialist weigh in on to tell dad, look, the kids maybe need a little more time if that's the case. We've got so many options to be creative and meet the needs of the family.
Well, there you have it. That is indeed the collaborative divorce process. And as I said, next week, we're going to spend some more time talking about the children and the aspect of kids and how they fare through this process and what indeed is the dynamic that probably concerns most people who are going through divorce. But for this week and for Mindset, Mental Health News and Information, I am your host, James Curtis. Remember, dare to see mental health differently and keep up the fight.